Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. We want to be taking a look at the JASMY price chart. Really, it has been a crazy last 24 hours. It was just yesterday that I was mentioning that JASMY is pretty much holding the 200 daily moving average support there, and I was expecting a bounce to show up right there. It was looking very good until the very last minutes of the day when the news about DeepSeek broke. I was also looking at this scale chart, and you can see here that we were very much in line for JASMY to have a strong push towards the upside. In any case, that analysis actually turned out to be wrong, whether it was because the JASMY price chart was weak itself or because just general market conditions were not good. But I would actually think that really whatever the JASMY price chart is going to be doing here is not going to be detected by the project itself or maybe the community or anything like that. I think it's a situation in which we just have to wait for the bigger market players to figure out which direction the market is going to be taking. I think throughout the day you have already seen the reason for the crash. They are saying that it's DeepSeek, the new AI that is very much competitive and maybe in some ways better than ChatGPT, but built on a very much small budget, meaning that yeah, there is a big likelihood that the US stock market, meaning like the tech companies like Nvidia, for example, are overvalued. And because of that, we were seeing that even Nvidia dropping 16% at some point in a day. So in a scenario like that, I would actually say congratulations, because JASMY is only down something like what here, maybe compared to 16% that Nvidia is dropping. So I think it's a situation that is going to be resolved very fast, because I mean, really, is it the first time that we are seeing products which are cheaper being made in China? I mean, really, this is not something that should be dumping the market, but whatever the case may be, the market has already spoken. There are also some rumors already floating that Trump may actually sign an executive order to ban DeepSeek in the United States because of, in quotes, security reasons. Is it something that they can do? 100% I believe they can do. I mean, the United States is really so much of a big power. They can do pretty much anything that they want. I mean, think about it for a second. This is a country which just banned TikTok 1 week ago, and the guy came, he signed another executive order, then okay, they let it go. I don't think it's good for innovation to block some players, because there are so many reasons, but at the same time we understand that it was just a week ago when the US president was announcing that Stargate project, which is investing I think $500 billion compared to that $5.5 million that it's claimed actually that DeepSeek was built, and I don't believe those numbers, to be honest with you. In any case, I think that the dust is gonna settle. I've also read somewhere, I couldn't find it for this video, but I read that registrations for that specific AI has now been limited to mainland China, so you need a Chinese phone number and complicated stuff like that. So yeah, this may not have like big implications that a lot of people may be thinking about. So news like this, okay, whatever the case may be. The big one also this week is the Fed meeting that is going to be happening maybe 2 days from now. And the Fed is expected to now start the pausing cycle, meaning that they're not going to be cutting further the rate. But I think that's also good for markets. This is my humble opinion. We'll see again how the market is going to be reacting to news like this. So coming back to JASMY is still pretty much reacting to what the market is doing. Don't fall for those people who are going to be saying that, yeah, JASMY is a scam, that's why it can't hold this level or this and that. No, this is something that is just happening right across the board. Whether JASMY is a scam or not, I've made my feelings very much clear there that I've never invested in JASMY because of the project or anything like that. For me, it's always about the chart, right? Which chart looks good and stuff like that. For me, it's still looking good, but I've also learned something, right? If you find yourself in a hole, I think you should stop digging at some point. I've really been very much strong about the 200 daily moving average. You guys know that I talk about it a lot, and I was really expecting it for it to be a support. This is not the case right now, so I just want to take a step back and try to see, okay, in the next 2-3 days after the Fed meeting, how is the chart going to be looking like? Then maybe I can start looking at JASMY independently. For now, I'm looking at the broader market conditions, but when I say that I have to stop digging, do I mean that I'm going to be turning bearish on the JASMY price chart? 100% no. I believe that this bull market is still going on, and yeah, times like these ones happen. I mean, we drop 50% every single day in this market. This is not anything that is new. And it's not anything that is isolated to JASMY alone. I mean, since December, we have dropped down around 60%. Again, I'm very sorry if you're new in this market, but this is really normal, because at the end of the day, we have got big pumps like this, as you can see from, maybe we can take reference of October 2023, and you can see about a 20x that happens by this. So this is the nature of this market. If you're new in the market, you gotta get used to kind of this. I mean, if you're going to be following every narrative, I don't think it's going to be working out too good for you. So in any case, the broader market conditions here is Ethereum is still holding its 200 daily moving average. I'm going to be very much curious to see if it holds that and never falls below that. It's game on, because I know that Ethereum is going to be pumping JASMY if it happens to start moving towards the upside. The other thing that I'm looking at is the Bitcoin dominance, and really this thing is very much poised to fall towards the downside. Again, in the moments when you have got volatile situations like this, Bitcoin happens to take a lot of market dominance because it doesn't drop as much as the altcoins, but it's not necessarily that it's taking liquidity from altcoins and stuff like that. It's just it's a less risky of the assets. So in any case, we're also seeing here that the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the stock market, is positive to trade. This is really insane. It is the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq which are down at this point, and maybe the Japan 225 also. The British stock market up. So yeah, this is just panic, and I think I'm not really convinced that there is a bear market inside before we have got a pump. I think my price target for JASMY are very known, that I anticipate here something like around 20 cents. From there we're looking at 32 cents. From 32 cents I'll be looking at the best that I think the JASMY price I can ever do, which is right around 54 cents. I've already expressed my feeling that I'm not going to be offloading everything at the same time. I'm going to be cashing out as we progress towards the upside. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then of course if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because I do TA on JASMY and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. If you are interested in short-term trades, feel free to join our Discord group via Patreon. The link will be there in the description or probably the pinned comment. Thank you so much. Bye bye.